Hi, and welcome to day 15 of my 15 Days of Fall-o-ween. That's right, this is the last one. This is Amber Lee with Tinker Tailor Sweater Sigh. I recently purchased the Bodabra because I wanted to be able to make pretty bows for my holiday wreaths and garlands that I'm working on right now. And I thought this would be a really good way to end my 15 days. I'm going to show you how to make the bow, and then I'm going to show you how I made my recycled wreath that I'm going to be adding this bow to. So to start with, I'm going to show you the Bodabra. It's a really simple tool. It comes like this. It's just, I don't know, it's really cool. It has this little thing here. I forgot what they call it. And this is the Bodabra wire. You can get it in really large packs like this, or they come with a little bit to begin with. And all you do is you take a piece and you fold it in half. I made mine fairly long because I need to be able to tie it onto the wreath when I'm done. And you're going to put it into your Bodabra lengthwise. So I'm just going to do this and kind of fold it underneath so it's out of the way while I work on this. Now, I found this ribbon at Pat Catan's. It's a local craft supply and art supply store, and you can find things there at really good prices. So they were having a sale on all their ribbon right now, mostly for Christmas, but there are a few fall ones, and I really liked this because it says count your blessings, fall harvest, Thanksgiving traditions, things like that, give thanks. So what you do is you decide how long of a tail you want for your bow, and then if you want to dovetail it, you just fold this in half like this, take your scissors, cut corner to center, and there you have the perfect little dovetail. So now I've decided I want my tail to be about that long. It doesn't need to be really long for this. So I'm going to do that. Now, because this is a single-sided ribbon, in other words, the back side you can't see the writing, I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to only see the writing on my ribbon, on my bow. So I'm going to twist this around, put that back in, so that the inside is showing when I bring the bow around. Now, you can make your bow as big or as small as you'd like. This bow, I'm going to place my fingers on the, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to place my fingers here on the Bodabra, the little piece that sticks out to the side, and I'm going to use my hand as a guide for the amount of loop I have. And that looks good to me. So now I'm going to twist and put that down in here, so you can see the writing on the bow. Okay, and I'm just going to keep doing that until I have the size of the bow that I want. You just want to make sure that you know how many loops you have. So this will be one per side, and I twist it and push it down in, right? Just like that. And you just keep going, and you make them about the same size each time. You can cut it off the spool if you know how long you want it to be. I have mine still attached to the spool right now, but oh, pine cone. So that's two, so we're looking at 3. Now the neat thing about this is I think this is about the size I want. It's about 6 loops total. So when I go back, I can either cut this here, or I can add a mini loop for the center of the bow. But I think I'm just gonna, actually I think I want it a little fuller, so I'm gonna add a couple more loops. And as you get closer to how full you want the bow to be, you can make the loops smaller if you want to. That looks good. I'm just going to leave this straight out this way. And I'm going to cut it about here. And then you just do the same thing with this side. You fold it in half and you cut from the wire to the center as deep as you want your dovetail to be. Okay? So now you use the paddle. That's what I'm going to call it. And you squish it all down. Now I'm going to take the wire out from underneath the Bodabra. And you see how this end is the folded end, so there's a loop. And this is the two. I'm just going to stick the two tails through the loop. And pull it really tight. And split them apart and pull tight again. And then pull it out of the Bodabra. So you have it like this. Now I'm going to flip it over to the back side and tie a knot. And there you have the basic bow. Now, you can fluff this bow to make it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two back loops and kind of pull them up this way. Then I'm going to poof them out with my fingers, like this. Same for the next two. I'm going to pull those down and poof those out. See that in frame. And you just keep poofing the bow however you want it. If you want it to be more flat and go from left to right, you can just poof them this way so that they kind of all line up together like that. Or you can just keep moving them around to however you want it to be. But that is my basic, and I think I missed, but that's the basic bow. They're quick and easy. The Bodabra is really great because it works like a third hand. It makes it easy for you to loop your bow together and tie it off without having to worry about it falling all over the place. So it was a really good investment for me. And there you go, that's my basic bow for my wreath. Okay, here is the wreath that I started. This is a recycled wreath. All I've done is I've taken packing paper from packages I've received and wrapped the wreath form with it using washi tape to hold it on. Then, using leaf dies, I cut out all these leaves from leftover catalogs and magazines and things, and I just glued them onto this wreath form. Okay? And the next step is I fluffed it up a little bit here. You can see some of them are sticking out more than others. The next thing you're going to see on the video is what I'm going to do. I have to do it outside because it's spray paint. And I'm basically going to spray paint all the leaves and then the back so that it's all one color. Then I'm going to add the flowers, the handmade flowers, as well as the bow that you saw me make earlier to this wreath, and this is going to go on our side door for the holidays. So stay tuned, I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm back from spray painting the wreath. I didn't figure you wanted to watch me spray paint, as you have to spray paint a couple coats and then let it dry and then spray paint again. But all I've done is taken a can of yellow spray paint and some antique gold. And that's how my recycled wreath is turning out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to speed this up, and I've gathered flowers from my silk flower stash. I have a couple of feathers just in case. I haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to do other than this beautiful bow that you saw me make earlier. So I'm gonna speed this up now. I've got my hot glue gun. I am ready to go. And there we have day 15 of my 15 days of Fall-o-ween. This was my fall wreath. I'm gonna go hang it on my door right now. I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below to win some of the other items that I've created over the 15 days. Thanks! Go create something!